Okay, so welcome to the Canvas explanation for Introduction to Shakespeare. This course is not yet published, and so the Canvas web page, as you're viewing it now, might be slightly different as you are currently seeing it when you log in. But that being said, let me give you a rundown of how to access everything you need to access in this course through Canvas. If you look to the left of your screen, you'll see there are three areas: home, discussions, and grades. Obviously, grades is going to include your actual grades in the course, but also feedback that I give you on things you've submitted. So if you want to know what I thought of, say, your outline for a paper, or why I graded you a certain way in a comment you made in a discussion, that's where you would go under the grades area. Speaking of discussions, you also have a tab for discussions. A lot of your interaction with your lecturer, myself, and fellow students is going to be through the discussions tab. I'll talk more about that in a moment. Also, your home tab, that brings up this page right here, which is 9 modules, module 0 through module 9. Those modules are the areas we'll be studying in our course, and the order we'll be doing it in. Right now we are in module 0, which is introductions. You cannot continue on to module 1 until two things happen. One, you finished the prior module, in this case module 0, and two, a certain date has passed. These modules are date locked. So where it says closed, once they're open, that will change to now open. Okay? So right now, let's click on module 0 so we can see what kind of information is going to be presented in each module. It's going to be laid out the exact same way in every single module with 7 sections. First, lectures. Second, learning materials. Third, quizzes and check-ins. Fourth, mini assignments. 5, major assignments. 6, discussions. And 7, supplemental content. In that first section, lectures, that's where I will post videos of lectures that I give to you, PowerPoints that I walk you through, and other clips of live teaching, right? That potentially might not be me doing the lecture, but might be someone else, right? A guest speaker. The second area is learning materials. This is going to include clips of things that aren't live lectures, such as plays or films based on Shakespeare, or links to PDF documents or Word documents, articles online, things you need to read, play scripts, for instance, sonnets. I'll be posting those sort of things in learning materials. So the two most important pieces of information that you'll be given in this course come from your lectures, section 1, and your learning materials, section 2. In section 3, this is the first kind of almost weekly check-in or quiz, just to ensure that you're actually keeping up with the lectures and the reading material and learning materials. There are currently 6 quizzes, in fact, actually 7 quizzes for you to take over the course of this quarter. The first 2 quizzes are actually happening this week, or in this module. It's quiz 0 and the test your Shake skills quiz. You'll see below that there is a link for quiz 0. You can take most of the quizzes 2 times. You'll get different questions each time, but it'll allow you to kind of get a sense of the kind of questions that will be coming up on your quizzes, and you'll get the highest grade of those 2 attempts. The second quiz linked here is the Test Your Shake Skills quiz. This one is not graded. It's like a survey, just so I can gauge the class's strengths and weaknesses. I'm not going to have a bad opinion of you if you fail it. It's just so I know what areas I need to teach especially, right, or bolster as we go through, okay? On weeks or modules you don't have a quiz, instead of there being a link to a quiz here, there'll be a link to a sign-up sheet. for you to sign up for a time to check in with me online. That's a chance for us to have a one-on-one discussion and talk about how you're doing in the course, any questions you have, any guidance I have for you, and for us to basically just connect, right? To check in, okay? The next three sections, section 4, 5, and 6, mini assignments, major assignments, and discussions. Each week, you'll have assignments listed in these various sections. Mini assignments are creative assignments that happen roughly every other week. You'll be asked to write, for instance, a sonnet, or to psychoanalyze a character from Shakespeare, or to write a soliloquy. These are largely creative assignments. I am not grading you on your creative talents, however. I am grading you on your thought process, your effort, the insight, the meaning that you put behind your efforts, right? Now, you will also accompany each creative assignment with a brief artist's statement explaining the basis for your submission, the context for your submission, right? And that will be all submitted in one discussion thread, right? So it's being posted for the entire class to see. On the alternating weeks, when you aren't submitting a mini assignment, down below in section 6, you'll have a discussion assignment where you actually have to go in, read your classmates' submissions, and make substantive comments on those submissions. And I will describe next week in Module 1 what I mean by a substantive comment, right? So it's just a hint. It's not, hey, good job, buddy, nice sonnet, right? I actually want you to think about the sonnet, think about the metaphors they used, and give them some substantive criticism or commentary on what they submitted, okay? The major assignments, section 5 here, you have 2 throughout the quarter. Initially, for each of those, you have to give an outline. They're both papers. One's due mid-quarter, one's due at the end of the quarter. You have to submit an outline to me. The outline is essentially so I can see that you're on track, right? That this paper is going to have the best chance possible of success. If your outline is not up to snuff, I'll likely ask you to redo it and resubmit it, so we can make sure that your paper has the best chance of getting an A grade as possible. Okay? The final section is the supplemental content section. That, as the name suggests, is simply supplemental to the class. It supports, it gives context, it buttresses, it fills in the gaps, but it is not strictly tested on. If you don't ever click on any links in the supplemental content or watch any videos posted there, you will still have a perfect chance of getting an A in this class. This information is mainly to kind of cover things we don't have time in a one-quarter class to hit in our lectures and in our learning materials. But you're welcome to use the information that you gather from that supplemental content to use that in short answers and quizzes, or in your mini assignments somehow, or in your major assignments in your papers, or in your discussions and the criticisms that you give to your fellow classmates. You're welcome to reference information that you learn from your supplemental content. Okay? Any questions? I am available through Canvas very easily. You can make an appointment with me, and I will meet you virtually through Canvas. I'm also available online. My email address is gdoyle, Gdoyle, @uw.edu. And you're welcome to email me there. I'm pretty good with email. I'll get back to you within a few hours usually. On my syllabus, I say 24 hours during the week, and on a weekend, 48 hours. That's just for, so I don't get in trouble for not getting back to you immediately. But usually I do get back to you pretty quickly. Okay? Any questions, please let me know. And I will see you guys in Module 2.